this is the Desphere13 and welcome back to another episode of World of Tanks. Now I'm here in my KV-85 and I'll be talking about the replay every so often, but I'm headed to Utah. Reason why it's not exactly the optimal time. So all of next week I won't be live streaming and I will not be putting videos up. I'm sorry about that, but it's kind of out of my hands. On the bright side, I could probably convince, my parents to use their credit card because I don't have one, to buy me a IS-3A. Cross fingers, here's to hoping. But now that's out of the way, I'm going to start talking about the replay like I probably should do in my videos, but I sometimes don't. The KV-5, known for its relatively tough armor, balances Japanese super heavies, except it's not as all that it's cracked up to be. There's actually quite a few frontal weak points of this tank. And unless you know exactly where they are, again I have to do what that tank just did and fire nothing but high explosive and hope that enough people are doing it to just chip this thing down to smithereens. And for those of you who don't know, the two weak points are the little gun port on the top of the tank and the R2 unit. And before this gets too far, don't worry, there will be a traditional KV-5 RAM in this video. I just won't say when. But when you see it, it'll be worth it. And another good thing that this tank's quite nice at is side scraping, because you don't get through the side of this thing, you just don't. When you angle it like this and you don't flatten it out too much, and you don't over angle, you can do really darn good taking on a corner like this. Now obviously, you prefer going out towards the left to hide up that little R2 unit, just to make sure that it won't exactly be exposed when you back up to take shots. And me and this Tortoise are basically just butting out that KV-4 because, well, I was here first, the Tortoise has got more armor, and the KV-5 is kind of SOL for being the nice guy. I noticed that the cap count is going off. I'm a little worried about heading back, but I see how the teams managed to all kind of take part in it, and the gun of this tank does let me down. If you haven't noticed, I've done maybe, one solid hit, and it takes the Loewe to turn its turret before I get the second one. And shortly after that, I'll need the Loewe to pop on out so I can get the third shot in of the game. Meaning, it's not exactly the optimal game for this, but it definitely could be a lot worse. And now the Loewe's running off, try to disable the gun on the Japanese Super Heavy, but I can't quite do it. So I'm starting to look, that side of the map's gone down. Oh, hello. And, nope. You may have had the rear of my tank, little tank, but it's the rear of the KV-5. A lot tougher than the frontal armor on most mediums. And it's quite a viable tactic to drive this thing backwards. But after a quick shot into the front of that Japanese Super Heavy with no effect, I decided probably should start moving elsewhere. So I start to head back to help out with defending the cap. Take a shot inside, wasn't quite well angled, but that's kind of a risk you take. And I'm thinking, oh boy, that SP1C has got the situation under control. And now there's Tank's choice. Heading in towards the Tortoise. Need to turn around and provide some support fire. Very good thing that to the right hand side, going around that corner, there's a building. So I could easily just side scrape it, like I was earlier. So now all I really need to do is pop around the corner and hope that I don't, and I'm spotted. Time to side scrape. And, okay, fair enough. He wants nothing to do with me. Smart choice, smart choice. But now the SP1C is being charged at again, this time by the 8 Panzer II. For those of you who won't notice it, there's a pattern with this SP1C. One that didn't take until right about now that I realized. He's self-sufficient. And he obviously does not need my help. But I'm a bit worried about that Ramatel Bosek, and I'm sick and tired of driving back and forth, and I won't be able to take on a Japanese super heavy. So I start to charge down this way. And I'm really hoping that that Ramatel Bosek isn't expecting me. Because, yeah, he's not expecting me, and I can get one shot in, and if I'm lucky, he's going to miss the weak point on the tank. He knows better. However, he just kind of gives up because, you know, KB5. Somehow, rapid fire, kind of medium tank gun. And whoa, SP1C, don't get too close. KB5 is known to ram. And there's one tank left. Remember how I said earlier there'd be a nice, sweet ram kill? I'll give you a heads up. He just kind of gives it to me. He goes, oh look, low health tank. I'm pretty heavy. Ramming speed. Yeah, it doesn't quite work out for him. So it's just a matter of, you know, charging down the road at him. Watching it all unfold. But anyway, this has been the Despair13. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and share. It really does help out the channel. If you have a replay of your own, send it down to the description. Well, not in the description. In the description, there's an email to send the replay to. And upload it to Quick Babies or the replay, Woke Replay. This has been the Despair13. Signing off. Bye.